welcome to a little sports show we want to call Bois with me and Mark. Me and Mark here. How you doing today?
Good. I can't wait. Tyler, I've been waiting for this show ever since I met you, Tyler, and we started talking about sports. Me and Tyler,
funny.
you'll come to understand, me and Tyler could go for hours, but we're going to try and keep it to 40, 45.
Yeah, most definitely. So the way that the show is most likely to be formatted throughout the season, especially the football season, because that's the one coming up that's closest.
The season.
Pretty much the season.
Mm-hmm, yep.
What we're gonna probably start. Typically, we'll start with the Browns. Probably move to, let's say, college, Ohio State, and then we're gonna move to everything else in the sports world happen at the moment.
We'll probably
after
talk
that.
about our favorite NFL teams.
Yeah.
Tyler's a Saints fan.
Yes.
I'm also an Eagles fan. You know, in Cleveland, you got to have that second team. So we're going to be talking about them as well.
I feel like no matter where you're from, you should always have at least a second team.
Yeah, like I'm always that guy. Like baseball, I got a National League team. Like NFL, I got an NFC team.
Yeah, because I feel like even if let's say you were a Patriots fan and you grew up in that area, you grew up in Boston or something like that, and you were there while they were winning everything. Like I get it, like I understand. Like, I don't need another team. I'm a Patriots fan, but like I feel like it's most definitely still like, all right, I like watching them. I feel like watching them is fun.
When you don't have different. The greatest quarterback of all time on your team, it's a little different. Go figure.
Yes, go figure. But starting off, how you about to kick this off?
So we're going to start this off with NFL talk. We're going to go into the Browns. As of the recording, the Hall of Fame game just kicked off, 8 p.m. So if you're betting on that, Lord help you. I think the Browns were the underdog technically, which is kind of funny because there's no way anybody knows what's going to happen. But I digress because you might be able to make some monies off that parlay. If you're betting preseason games, just go for the underdog. We all don't know what's going to happen.
I feel like as we're recording, the Browns are a plus 110 underdog.
That's easy money.
Yes. Also, I feel like it's not about, because when you're betting, I don't think there's ever no one when they're betting knows what's going to happen. There's no way of predicting.
Yeah, but there's less predictability with preseason football. When you're talking about second, third, fourth stringers.
Exactly. I feel like there's even more of a reason for you to like bet, because it's like it would be very easy for someone to sit there and be like, nah, I'm picking the Chiefs and they're playing, let's say, the Arizona Cardinals. That's an easy pick. That's an easy little, let me throw 50 on that real quick and I'm going to recoup my money. But
speaking of the Cardinals, did you see the clip of their coach meeting players for the first time?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did see that clip.
Oh my God!
I feel like people clown him for no reason.
It's like so he's like a corny millennial aged younger Gen X age gentleman.
36.
Okay, so he's a millennial.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's 36. He's going up to Kyler Murray and trying to speak street lingo with him, oh yeah, what's up, my guy?
Well, I feel like, because again, as the coach, what you want to do is you kind of want to
But Tyler, you should have practiced on your children before you came to the facility.
I disagree, because I feel like, especially as your children, they know you. They're like, yo, that's not you. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
You should just be you. When you're going to a new situation, don't paint on a face, or else nobody will know who you are.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. So, but Mark, how do you feel like the Browns are going to do this season? You got your little your Baker Mayfield jersey on.
This is the most worn. Every single jersey I own, just to give you a story about my jersey closet. Every single jersey I own, except for Myles Garrett, is off the team currently. So I rock the ones.
You have a Nick Chubb jersey?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I wish but I don't want to curse it, Tyler. I'm not trying to put a curse on the Browns. So that's why I'm wearing this Baker jersey, because fuck the Buccaneers. But yes. The Browns, I think Deshaun Watson is going to come out slow. It's his first full season as a Cleveland Brown, new offense. We're trying out new things. I think we're going to run a lot the first 3-4 weeks of the season. As he heats up, we're going to catch fire, because that Jim Schwartz defense is going to be solid. We don't blitz that much. He's not asking a lot out of these guys. He's got a good scheme. It's a winning scheme. So if the defense looks bad, we know it's the players, and we got to trade people. as far as the offense goes, I think Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, DPJ is going to be good enough to take us to the playoffs. I think we go. Vegas has us at what, 9.5?
I think it's like 8.
I thought it was 9.
It's like 8.
8.5.
8. Like the over is like 8.5 wins. Or like
8.5 wins. I'm taking the over. I'm saying we win 10 games. I'm saying we get a wild card spot. We're second place in the division, and Deshaun Watson looks like himself by the end of the season.
I've disagreed with you on the starting of the season. I feel like if anything that happens this season, I feel like the offense comes out hot, and it's the defense that's gonna sit there, and that's gonna take a while for everything to get going. I feel like the defense is like Jim Schwartz, blah blah blah. Like I don't really no offense. I don't think that this defense is. I don't think that this scheme is all that crazy or is anything that mythical. So I feel like realistically, I think that the defense is going to start very slow. I think the offense is what's going to carry them. I think depending on the team that we're playing, depending on the teams, I feel like what will most likely happen, especially, is we're going to win a few shootouts. I think first game in Cincinnati and it's in Cleveland. I think we win. We beat Cincinnati week 1, and I think that on top of us beating them, I feel like it's probably a shootout. Are you
confident enough to put down a score? A score prediction?
I feel like the Browns score about 28, 30, 35, something around there.
Give me Browns score, Cincinnati score.
Let's say 35-28.
35-28 Browns. All right, you heard it first.
But I feel like the defense is going to be more of the slow. I think that the offense is going to automatically get going. I think that I feel that the way that this is all probably going to play out is I think the Browns do get second in the division. I don't have them win the division this year. I have them being runner-ups.
Although that would be nice.
And I think that they go 11-6. 11-6. Second place in the division behind the Ravens. And then I think that we split with the Ravens this year. I think that we sweep the Bengals and we sweep the Steelers.
We're gonna be back on our bullshit in Cincinnati, huh? Our vacation home in Kentucky.
Pretty much. So I say my reasoning behind that is I feel like week 1 is gonna be a very week 1. I feel like week 1, we broke the curse last year. You want to
do schedule game right now, Tyler?
What do you mean?
You want to bring up?
We
the
don't
schedule?
have to.
Do the schedule? Okay.
I just say I feel like week 1. I feel like week 1 is prime. We broke the curse last year. Everyone said last year, we don't win week 1 games, and we won the week 1 game last year. So now the last little curse, if you would say, would be we don't win week 1 games at home. Like we don't win home openers. We break. I feel like this year, the top of this year, it's break
tough.
that.
It's real tough.
I feel like the top of this year we break that, and then I feel like a lot of the older fans who've sat there through a lot of things are gonna sit there and be like, this is different. They're really gonna see why this isn't just the same old Browns. So
we've been saying that for 4 years since we got OBJ. That's all I'm gonna say.
But they have changed. They've made great strides to be a better team. So the effort's there. And the organization's not just they're no, they're actually doing things. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the season.
The Browns fan inside me is saying we're going undefeated. Fuck you.
I wouldn't go that far. Okay, I feel like the reason why I say
Tyler, I want to. Can I be a homer for a second?
Yes.
We're sweeping Joe Shiesty.
Yes, we are. Most definitely.
The Shiesties no more.
Because we closed the season against the Bengals, and we're gonna have. I feel like the Bengals and the Browns will both go 11-6.
And if he's not ready to go, I know he's got a calf strain.
Yeah.
That varies. But if we don't see Joe Shiesty week 1, you might as well just chalk that up as a dub.
I feel like
that's a dub.
I feel like what will happen throughout the year. I think that the Browns and the Bengals both go 11-6. They both make the playoffs.
But we have the tiebreaker.
And that's why. And
then we'll see them in the divisional round and beat them a third time.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't see them. We see them not in the divisional.
If they win the wild card and we win the wild card, we can play each other, right?
No, because we would play. What I have the Browns.
It depends on what wild card they are, but I'm pretty sure it
I
can
have
end up like
I have them. I have the Browns being the 5th seed. I have the Browns winning, getting in as the 5th seed, and they're the 6th
so then we
seed.
wouldn't be able to play them. But if
we got to the AFC Championship game, we would play them. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that we're not going all over the NFL yet, but if I can just do this real quick,
go ahead,
I have the Jets winning. I have the Jets number 1. I have the Jets number 1 in the conference, in the AFC. I have the Chiefs number 2. I have the Ravens 3, but I have the Chiefs and the Ravens same record. Both of them like 13 and 4. And then I have the Jags. I have the Jags winning the AFC South. But would not be surprised if the Colts or the Titans beat them and win the division. So then my 5th seed would be the Browns, 6th seed would be the Bengals, 7th seed would be Miami.
See, I'm not going to speak on the. All I'm going to say is the Chiefs, whether you like it or not, are going to be the 1 seed. They're not going to make. They're not going to make it fun, Tyler.
Disagree.
Like everybody's talking about the Chiefs, like they talked about the Chiefs last year, and look where it got them. Look where did it get them, Tyler?
I feel like
it got them first place in the division. Where did they also go? The Super Bowl.
I don't think it was Super Bowl this year.
But I'm just saying, what happened last time we were praying on the Chiefs' downfall?
I don't think it's just praying on their downfall because I feel like a lot of people.
I think a lot of people are already sick of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I disagree.
And the way that Travis Kelce pimps like all his accomplishments, I think a lot of people are sick of it. We're not because we love the Kelces.
But I feel like I disagree with you. I feel like I felt that more with the Patriots.
Well, because by the time we were like carrying,
no, but even
it was like 15 years.
Even if let's say about time before even us, I feel like it was like after the first 2 that it was a little bit more like disgust, like they keep winning. I feel like with the Chiefs, because of how lovable Mahomes is, how lovable Travis Kelce is, and like how just a great like and how lovable their coach is,
or maybe they're projecting
just fun.
All the hate that they should have for the Chiefs onto Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah, pretty.
That's even more. That's more fun.
I would say I really do feel like a lot of people who look for a reason not to like them don't have a real reason not to like them.
Yeah, it's just Jackson Mahomes or your wife's annoying. Ha ha.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Other Mr. Ketchup guy, Kermit the Frog voice.
Exactly. Like Patrick Mahomes is a very it's
1,
hard.
2 MVPs. He got two of them,
two
right?
rings.
Two
Super Bowls MVPs.
Two Super Bowl MVPs, and he's got a league MVP, right?
Yeah, 2 leagues. 2 leagues.
2 league MVP. He's already got a
nice
a Hall of Fame resume.
He got a nice little trophy case for sure. I feel like that's the thing.
Do you think if he gets like injured and never plays it down again, you think that's enough for Hall of Fame?
Yes. I think what he's done in his career, if he stopped playing today, he's an easy shoe-in for the Hall of Fame.
If people are arguing Matt Ryan to be a Hall of Famer, Patrick Mahomes is already definitely a Hall of Famer.
Most definitely. I think that
I can't even think like people are arguing for Matt Ryan to be a Hall of Famer. Like the way I think of it is the way Deion Sanders was kind of laying it out. If you weren't like the upper echelon cream of the crop of the time, like they do be letting random motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame. If you're a first ballot, you should have a different title than just a Hall of Fame.
There's not a lot of first ballots.
That's what I'm saying though.
Not a lot of people are first ballot Hall of Famers.
Exactly. Joe Thomas, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes,
deserves it. Was the most dominant left tackle in most of his tenure in the league. Deion Sanders.
Yes. He created the modern day corner. The modern day corner models their game off of Deion Sanders. But
the fuck you attitude as well.
I feel like with me, as I went through my little thing about who was going to make the playoffs, yes, I did not have the Bills going to the playoffs. I think the Bills are going to come 3rd in their division. I don't think there's going to be like a drastic.
Whoa, you think they're going to come 3rd?
Yes, I think that Miami and the Jets are both better teams.
Tyler, stand on that right now.
What do you mean?
Tell them what you think of the Bills, because I know what you think of the Bills. You need to tell the public.
I feel like the issue that I had with the Bills last year was they were criminally overhyped and they did not deserve the praise or the admiration that they got. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the praise and the love that they got was because they lost in a big shootout game. And off after losing in the divisional round, mind you. They got so much like, oh my God, they're amazing, they're great, they're the best team ever. I'm like, what? Like, they just lost. Like, did we not just remember them losing?
They're not a good team. They can't run the football.
They cannot run the football.
Their offensive line is much to be desired.
They can get. It does not matter. There's something wrong with their scheme.
Josh Allen disappears at the end of the year. His accuracy just falls off a cliff for some reason.
You're not wrong. I feel like that's one of my bigger things about the Bills per se is I don't understand how you've changed your offensive coordinator. You have a new offensive coordinator because the other guy left. He coached for the Giants now. He can run the ball, but you still can't run the ball. Like, you still don't have a running game. Like, that is a problem.
The plethora of talent at the running back position and how cheap running backs are, and you still can't make it work.
And then
I'm putting that on the O-line and the coach.
I feel like the thing that kind of drives me kind of crazy, if I'm gonna be completely honest, is how they just will go, oh, Damian Harris, all these people. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I think Devin Singletary on another team that could run the ball actually. Devin Singletary is probably gonna be a great player.
Great back.
He's a 1,000-yard back. He's a 1,000-yard back on another team. I don't know if people
would give him the opportunities, but he's definitely like a dual threat. Like, he's also a good pass catcher among running backs.
I feel like a lot of their issues.
He could definitely gain you 1,300 yards on the season.
I feel like a lot of their issues is legit because they just cannot run the ball.
Well, and it's their offensive philosophy. Like, Josh Allen's
spread it out and throw it.
Yeah, it's the spread offense, air raid the fuck out of it. It's kind of that air raid offense that the Oilers used to run with Warren Moon, like live and die by the pass. Even though you got Earl Campbell in the backfield, what the fuck's wrong with you, buddy?
I feel like that's another, like, I feel like you look at Miami's defense. If you look at
Miami's defense is
really nice.
Really nice.
Miami has a really nice
Brian
defense.
Flores really set them up before he kicked his ass out.
He really did. I would honestly say, like, if Tua, I feel like the thing with Miami is if Tua can stay healthy, with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, they can be.
That's
nasty.
The best wide receiver duo in the league.
The Jets. A lot of people are going to want to overlook the Jets because they're the Jets, and they quote unquote have all these fancy pieces. Even though
Aaron Rodgers has a stigma on him.
Yeah, the league does. The league's media does not like Aaron Rodgers. They won't
because
say it.
He's a snarky bitch to him, and you know what? If I had people asking me the same dumb questions for 15 years, I'd be kind of pissed off at him sometimes too.
I would. I agree with you. So again, I feel like a lot of the stuff with Aaron is very simply that there's a lot of it is because of the COVID thing. Like, he lied about getting vaccinated, all this other stuff. I understand that, but I do think that the media does have a very big bias.
But why would we hold that against him in 2023? That doesn't make sense.
Because you lied, and you've always been the snarky person, and you've also on top of that, then he did the whole ayahuasca thing and all that other thing. So he's not the prototypical. He's being a goober on Pat McAfee show. Exactly. He's not the prototypical quarterback, as in like a Peyton Manning or a Tom Brady. And he seems very more laid back, loose.
He's not a cap. He's not a captain. Like, he's not what you're like. He's going to be a captain, obviously, but like, he's not what a coach would want his captain to be.
Yeah, he's not
Nick Chubb.
He's not. How do you say this? He doesn't live and die by the game. Like, he can walk away and he'll be fine.
Oh yeah, he'd be fine. He'd be hosting Jeopardy.
Exactly. Like, he'll be fine. And I feel like, again, a lot of it is the simple fact that they don't like that. They want a Tom Brady type. Like, no, like, I can't, you got to carry me off the field before I go, or something like that. Which I think is kind of crazy and very dumb, because at the end of the day, he's a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback.
Easy.
First ballot. Easy. Hands down. So I think that,
and I'll tell you what, Packers quarterbacks leaving the Packers that first year is
amazing.
Always dynamite.
Yeah.
Brett Favre made it to what, 2 AFC championships?
I think he
almost made it to a third with the Vikings.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's hilarious.
Speaking of the Packers,
I think the Packers are going to be kind of bad.
No,
the Packers are going to be bad.
I think they're going to be a dark horse because everybody thinks it's going to be bad. Jordan Love.
Disagree with you.
So here's the reason why I say this. I had Watkins. What's the
Sammy Watkins?
No, what's the receiver they just drafted last year?
Christian
Watson.
Watson, yeah.
Yeah. So I had him on my fantasy team.
Watkins.
No, Watson. Yeah. So he was on my fantasy team. So I had to watch the Packers.
Yeah.
I picked him up. I needed him.
They have a really good defense. They have a really good stout defense. Their O-line is solid.
When Jordan Love got in the game, when Aaron Rodgers was pissed off throwing hissy fit, and then he got injured. I don't know if he got injured, but the story was he got injured and he wasn't playing. Jordan Love came out there at halftime, had a great half of football, and then the follow-up game after that threw 4 touchdown passes, 3 of them to Christian Watson.
I feel like
I think their offense, I hate to say it, but it's kind of good enough to stay alive. You still got Aaron Jones. You still got who's the other running back they got? They got 2 good running backs.
Aaron Jones and
their defense is still great. Keep that in mind. Their offensive line is still solid. So I mean, I don't think they're going to be a bad team really.
I feel like the thing with the Packers is good.
I think they're still going to win their division. My hot take. That's my hot take.
Woof.
I think they're going to win their division.
Woof.
Because, what? Are you going to trust the Lions?
Yes. Like, the Lions.
Why?
Personally, for me, I personally more go like the team for the NFC North. I think the Vikings win the division again. I think the Vikings win again.
I don't think the Vikings are... They sold a lot of their team. Their defense, they lost a lot of dudes.
So
I don't think their defense is going to be as good as it has been in years past. Also, I don't know about what drama's going on, but it seems like they're really down on Kirk Cousins, even though I feel like they're mad at him because he's just good enough to keep him on the roster, but he's not bad enough to put you in a high draft pick to get rid of him.
I'd say yes. It's kind of like the Portland thing with Dame. Is like that's
a great comp. That's a great comp. It's the same shit.
You're never bad enough to where you're gonna get a high. You're never bad enough.
25. You're
never bad enough that you're gonna get a high draft pick, but you're also not good enough that you're probably gonna win a championship.
Good for Kirk.
Yes, because he's
making that bag.
Paid money.
He's having the time of his life.
Ain't never miss a payment.
Hey, and he make Justin Jefferson look amazing.
When Justin Jefferson's not throwing a hissy fit.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that team is just not mentally tough to win the division.
Who?
The Vikings. That's why
they
I think
just won the division.
I don't trust the Lions. No, I'm talking about now.
I disagree.
They lost a lot of veteran presence. I feel like
I disagree.
It's not even the team per se, but it's like the front office is kind of signaling that they don't expect them to do anything.
I feel like with the Vikings,
is Dalvin Cook still a free agent?
Yes. I feel like the thing with the Vikings is very much, for me at least.
I think they want to tank.
I don't think they want to tank. I think that it's just a lot of the pieces that they left. Their defense was horrendous. So as much as it would be nice to keep people like Tomlinson and Zadarius Smith, you were part of a bad defense. So I'm not gonna.
Baby cakes.
I don't want to. I don't want to keep. I need to change something because our defense was horrendous last year.
But also, you're losing your running back supposedly in Dalvin Cook.
Madison's not a bad running back.
Madison's not a bad. But Dalvin Cook has been a top 5 running back in the league.
Yeah. But then at the same time, it's always you always got to make that
and they've had to depend on him in some of these games when they won a division last year, Tyler. There was a lot of games where Dalvin Cook was doing 20, 25 carries. There was a lot of games.
I feel like with the addition of I'm pretty sure it's Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison and with Jordan Addison plus Justin Jefferson, I feel like
was that another receiver they got?
Yes, Jordan Addison is the first round pick they got this year.
Okay, but think about what the Vikings are doing, and then think about the Bills and what the Bills are. I think that's their future, and their quarterback's not as good, and their defense isn't as good.
That's fair.
That's where they're headed.
But then
that's
I
why
feel
I
like
think
they also have a
Packers-
really good coach. I think that their coach, like
Who's their coach now?
Kevin O'Connell. He was Rams. He was the Rams OC
Yeah, I
during
know.
the Super Bowl. But again, I feel like realistically,
He was one of Brady's OCs first, right? Or no, he was with the Cowboys.
No.
Kevin O'Connell.
He was pretty sure he was on
sure he
Washington. He bounced to Washington and
Was
then he
he?
went to LA, went to the Rams with McVay.
Okay.
I would just say personally, I think that this year is going to be a year that all the teams that people did not see coming are the teams that are going to come through the door.
What's your dark horse team, Tyler?
Dark horse?
Like everybody says the team's going to be bad.
The Colts.
Or are down on. You think it's going to be the Colts?
I think the Colts for the AFC, for the NFC. I feel like for the most part, even though they're the favorite to win their division, I think the Saints for the NFC.
I don't think are people saying the Saints are. I know we fuck with you, but like
no, I feel like they're the favorite to win their division, but you win the division, you go to the playoffs.
I mean,
and then that's
their competition is Baker Mayfield.
It's not just Baker Mayfield, but
I
think the Saints.
Who's gonna be second place in that division?
Atlanta.
And
Dead serious, Atlanta.
They just drafted a quarterback.
No, they didn't. No.
I thought they just drafted a quarterback. They're going with Desmond Ridder?
Yes. Desmond Ridder's the second year. I think that again, yes, the division is weak. They're playing the AFC South. That's not a really strong.
Well, Carolina got CJ Stroud.
No, they don't.
Or who did they draft? They got Bryce Young. Oh, that's gonna be a bust. That's my other hot take.
What is it? So they play
Kyler Murray. Look in the mirror.
You want to talk about someone who's Kyler Murray? Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams has the personality.
Do you want to go into college football, Tyler?
We can. I feel like we can make the switch. I feel like Caleb Williams is probably gonna be the first overall pick, but he has the same issues and the same problems that Baker and Kyler had, and the fact that he's very much full of himself and he's a very bad sore loser.
It's because he don't play in the Big Ten. Hey, we're gonna see it.
He's not going to either.
Yeah, he's not going to. We're gonna see different motherfuckers showing up at UFC now that they in the Big Ten. That's all I'm gonna say.
I feel like it's gonna be very interesting this next year. What was it? I think not this year, but the year after this one. They're bringing over USC and they're bringing over UCLA.
And there was also talks about Washington and Oregon
which are
recruited.
Smart.
Makes sense because you want big. Like you're kind of starting your Big Ten West.
You're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
And then the new format of the two best teams go to the Big Ten championship. I think that's a good move.
I'm gonna say people have been asking that for a few years now.
Because that's a bet. Like, let's be real here. We don't want to watch Ohio State going up against Northwestern when Ohio State and Michigan are ranked number 1 and 2 in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Like what does that do for us?
Not a lot. But I would say this. I feel like I have Ohio State winning the national championship this year.
I do too.
I don't know.
Tyler?
Yes.
If I'm putting down a parlay, I'm putting down Ohio State to win the Super Bowl. I'm taking
not the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, the national championship.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Browns on the over for their win total.
I don't know if you could put all that in one parlay. Because I don't think you could put like college football.
Can you not?
I don't think you can. I don't know. Like I'm going to be honest with you.
I thought you could. Okay, well.
Actually, let me do an experiment.
Let's do an experiment.
But
if I can cross-pollinate between NFL and college football, I'm going Browns over on the win total. I'm going Packers over on their win total, and I'm going Buckeyes to win the Big Ten and the national championship.
I don't disagree with you. I
think we turn it around on Michigan, the team up north.
Yes, I think that
they come back to O State, right?
No, we're going to.
They're going to the big house. We're going to the big house.
I feel like a lot of people have soured on the team, and it's
which makes
dumb.
No sense.
It's
we
very
have
dumb.
Possibly the best athlete in the nation in Marvin Harrison Jr. We have 2 great running backs in Mayan Williams and Travion Henderson, and buddy, do we have people in the pipeline?
Can't do that.
We can?
Yeah.
What's that parlay total, Tyler?
All right. So
what's the odds on that parlay?
I got Ohio State winning the thing.
Uh-huh.
And what do you have?
The Browns on the over for wins, season wins.
Okay, time out. Let me get to the NFL. Let me see if I can get to their total. Because come on. Why are you Browns? Oh, it is at 9.5.
It's at 9. I'm still taking the over because I think they're going to win 10 at least.
No. You can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't cross pollinate.
No. You can't do that. You can't do like Browns not over 9.5 and then them.
Okay.
But you can choose the let's say the Browns.
What's Ohio State's win total for the season?
Ohio State's win total?
Yeah.
I don't think they show that.
I think we could possibly go undefeated.
I wouldn't say undefeated. I feel like we probably lose at least one.
If we're beating Michigan, I think we're going undefeated.
I don't. That's
because I think that's the best team we're going to play this year. Because Notre Dame, they're all right, but they're right now they're like that A tier, not that S tier of college football that Ohio State's at. I think we just simply have a better team. We have a better coach. We have better recruits. Just plain and simple, I think we're gonna just overpower them.
I think this will be a great year for football. Very happy that football is back.
Don't we have some out of conference games that are pretty nice?
No, we don't.
We don't. It's just Notre Dame.
Just Notre Dame.
Oh, we could go undefeated.
Who
do you think we could possibly lose to besides Michigan or Notre Dame?
Penn State. You always got to Penn State up there. Always got to put Penn State up there.
White out.
I think we are going to.
All right. That's the only question mark. Valley. Happy Valley whiteout is something crazy.
Oh, actually, no. They're coming here because we went there last year.
Okay, then we're going undefeated. So my college football parlay: Ohio State to win the national championship. Smash the over on their win totals because I think we're going undefeated because I think we're beating Michigan and that's the best team we're playing.
Their win total is probably what 11 and a half or 12 and a half.
I mean, do you count? It's regular season, right? It's not. Well, doesn't count playoffs.
If it's just regular season, then it would probably be like 10 and a half, 11 and a half. Like it's
because there's 12, right?
Yeah, there's 12.
We're going 12 and 0.
Like,
we're going 12.
It's not even. It's not even like a thing
12
to bet on.
Oh, baby.
But no, this is gonna be a very fun season. I'm very excited that we're back. That the NFL's back. I feel very happy that all this stuff is going on. This is about to be a very fun year, actually.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in for the first episode, guys.
Thank you.
Make sure you like, subscribe. You know, we're on the Ohio Boys Productions YouTube channel. So, you know,
and
peruse.
Instagram.
We got some other shows to look up. Yeah,
so
Instagram, Spotify.
And TikTok.
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 Well, we're working on TikTok, but we'll get there.
Well, we appreciate you. We love you. Have a good day. Bye.
Peace out.